this evening. Brace yourselves, for the parking meters will return next year. We take a look at the top crime stories of the year, and we ask persons what 2017 meant to them. In the region, in Belize, Commissioner of Police discusses crime statistics. And internationally, midterm elections are coming and Republicans are scared.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel. Join us. The parking meters will soon return, but with a twist. Our reporter Wendell Jeffrey sat down with the city's lead negotiator for the contract and filed this report.
Negotiations are completed. We have met with our partners, the concessionaire, Smart City Solutions, and we have come up with applicable recommendations to give to council. The city also have the fundamental responsibility of traffic management. And if it is that we have decided to manage traffic by the use of parking meters, then those meters will be placed where deemed fit.
That was City Councillor Akeem Peter, and he was there addressing the progress that his negotiating committee made as it pertains to the parking meter saga. Councillor Peter said that in his negotiations with Smart City, they took several things into consideration. Concerning
the fees, the rates, the parking spaces, even the mechanism in which parking will be had in the city of Guyana. There are some significant changes there. We have we have negotiated down the prices by 45%.
In this exclusive interview with Channel 2 Headline News, the lead negotiator said that the price for parking will now be VAT inclusive. He added also that the consumers will now pay for space and not for time parked.
We've also changed the mechanism of paying for space, and rather now you will pay for time. So your time can be transferable from one meter or one space to the other until your card is finished.
Mr. Peter said that he is not aware that the city council received any sign-in bonus. But he said that the city will invest money into the improvement of the parking situation.
Firstly, let me say I'm not privy to the information of the city receiving a sign-in bonus per se, but what I can tell you is that coming out of the talks with the committee individually and the council has taken a position of improving parking spaces within the city of Guyana, because that is our investment into the deal and that is our responsibility. So just to be clear, I don't know if the monies had or had not been given to the city will be used for that purpose, but we do intend to facilitate those improvements to the parking spaces.
Asked about the controversial locations of some of the meters, the councillor said this.
Parking meters that are on the pavements will be removed. Parking meters that are in front of some schools, not some schools, in front of schools, they will be going into negotiations with the relevant, either the administrators of those schools or the teachers union. The concessionaire, and rightfully so, had the position of we can't give free parking for an entire block because the school is there.
I asked Councillor Peter how he got to be heading the team of negotiators on this matter, given the fact that he was vocally in objection to the process of the implementation of the parking meters.
But the council saw it fit, because of my perspective and because of my concern of operations within the metered parking system, to appoint me as the lead negotiator for the contract, and hoping that I would reproduce what the city wants. Because I said from the inception, it's not a negotiation between the city and the concessionaire alone, but rather it's a negotiation between the citizens, the concessionaire, and the city.
Peter said that while the process of implementing the bylaws was deemed illegal by the court, the bylaw itself was not.
The court did not rule that the bylaws were illegal in itself. The process in which it was enacted was illegal. Even before the court had ruled, we were recommending the submission of new bylaws.
Councillor Peter said that the city will ready itself for any opposition to the reinstitution of the parking meters.
We have to be ready for any opposition that comes because of that factor. Persons not wanting parking meters within the city. We are awaiting a statutory date or meeting to be set to handle the issue of parking meters for the city of Georgetown.
For full disclosure, were there any benefits, personal benefits to you in playing the role that you played?
Of course not, no.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. The Cheddi Jagan International Airport expansion project is expected to be completed by December of next year. Crews encountered several challenges that delayed the construction beyond the December 2017 deadline, including a slippage during the extension of the southwest runway. Chief Executive Officer of CJIA, Ramishkar, said certain aspects of the initiative will be completed earlier in the year. The extension of the southeast runway should be completed by July 2018 and the first 500 meters of the southeast runway by April 2018. The taxiways are to be completed in March 2018, the new arrival terminal by June 2018, and the existing terminal building by December of 2018. Gurr explained that the new buildings should be constructed by mid-year, while renovation and rehabilitation works may run into year-end. The Ministry of Social Cohesion, Department of Culture, Youth and Sport donated sporting equipment to the Guyana Prison Service. Wendell Jeffrey brings us that story.
We have 12 boxing gloves, 12 pairs that is, 20 testicle guards, 16 mouth guards, 4 punching bags, 16 head guards, 2 weight benches, 3 upright bikes, 4 push-up bars, 2 Bowflex.
That was Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, Dr. George Norton, reading out the sporting equipment that his ministry donated to the prison service. Sport Director Christopher Jones said that the ministry is grateful to make the presentations.
To express to the prison service how grateful we are to have the opportunity to present these gears to you. That is why when a request was made by Mr. Gladwin, the National Sports Commission, we were only too happy to provide the gears. One of the inmates at the prison was one of the nominees for a sports award. And we recognize that the prison service has been doing something exceptionally well. And of course, learning about the fire that we recently had at Camp Street Prison, we recognize that the inability of the prisoners there then to have the opportunity to continue to demonstrate their talents.
Prison Director Gladwin Samuels said that the Camp Street fire this year caused them to lose their gym and all their boxing equipment.
It is good that the government can take this kind of approach to persons who are incarcerated. It is not that persons must go there to serve time, and at the end of those years there's no improvement in their standard of living.
The minister expressed confidence in the prison leadership and said that he is convinced that the prison will make the best use of the donations.
We just know for a fact that the prison system will make full use of the gears that we have donated today.
Director Samuel said that the gears will go to the locations where the boxers are and that the boxing program will begin next week.
Because the items will be going to the location where the boxers currently are.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Don't go away. We have more news for you after the break.
Shop at John Lewis Styles in December and you could win one RCA tablet every day. Yes, every day. And that's not all. 4 persons will win $1 million to spend in the store. Just imagine, $1 million in clothing, shoes, and accessories. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. So shop now to win 1 tablet every day and $1 million to spend in the store. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
Season's greetings from Kisoon's Furniture Store.
It's that time of year when you break out all the cool and fancy stuff to decorate your home. National Hardware Supercenter and Water Street locations got the ideal furniture collection for the dining and living rooms. Choose from these quality sofa sets and recliners to add that perfect holiday setting. Our stylish dining sets will add a unique touch of class to your decor. The quality and designs are unmatched. We add that extra feeling of Christmas with this choice of furniture in the mega holiday deals happening now at your Do It Best store's National Hardware.
For the best Creole food in town, come to Ridley's Restaurant. Taste our hot meals, fresh bread, and sweet pastries. Our spacious dining hall is free for all occasions. For reservations and more, call 226-2518 or 225-7245. We're open Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wrigley's Restaurant, located at 38 Robb Street, Laceytown, between King and Wellington Streets. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Ridley's Restaurant. Tasty and healthy eating.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Welcome back. Today, Channel 2 Headline News reflects on some of the top crime stories that sent shockwaves through the nation. Esther Sobers has more.
2017 was filled with good, bad, and at times strange news. Despite the statistical drop in crime, the criminal activities within Guyana were a common staple of this year's news. Coming in at number 5 on the list was a Trinidadian who faked his own kidnapping. Trinidadian man abducted from Chadi Jagan International Airport. Abductors demands ransom from victim's family. That would have supposedly been the headlines, but that was not the case. In less than 6 hours, as the news circulated of the alleged kidnapping, investigators from the major crime units have sought a kidnapping that really never happened. The ploy of the alleged victim, Sevak Maraj, who said he is a mechanical engineer, unraveled as his family immediately made contact with the Guyana police force. He had faked his own kidnapping in order to receive ransom from his parents. However, the ranks of the Guyana police force found Mirage in his hotel room. He was subsequently arrested, fined, and deported back to Trinidad. And at number 4 is the mysterious death of Princess Kisoon.
We cook and we eat, and then after we drink the tablet. Half was the tablet my daughter used, the big tablet. When she drink the tablet, she didn't find no wrong things and show up on she was all right. And the next day, she rise up. She said that Daddy, my hand feeling little thing rub my hand, and I rub she hand. She run around and leave her and she brother and she sister and she friends them and everybody. See she was playing when I leave. When I came again, I hear she was in roasted fever.
And the girl subsequently died. Her father continues to blame the filaria tablets for his daughter's demise. Number 3 was the murder in Berbice that shook the nation to its core. The 13-year-old boy who went missing last week Sunday was found dead along the Berbice River. Archibald and his sisters were returning to their home after a birthday party at the Brothers Village East Bank Berbice when he went missing. Information suggests that Archibald was brutally raped by 2 well-known men in the area who have since confessed to committing the crime. The 2 men who were arrested in connection with the killing of 13-year-old Leonard were charged separately for the lad's murder at New Amsterdam Magistrate Court. At number 2 was alleged plot to assassinate President David Granger, which had the full attention of the country's top security officials and triggered major reshuffling within the Guyana police force. And here's our number 1 crime story for 2017.
The entire prison has been burnt to the ground, including the officers' quarters. This is the building that the prison officers used for meetings, recreational events, press conferences, etc. The men were first brought to the officers' quarters as a makeshift holding area. However, just about 15 minutes into their being settled there, an alarm went up as smoke began to billow from its roof and windows. Like they did in the prison, it is believed that the men also set the officers' quarters on fire. Several of them ran through the door to escape the blaze, as some were seen exiting the building via the balcony.
On Sunday, July 9, 2017, inmates of the Camp Street prison burnt the complex to the ground. Memories of the fire will be marred in the minds of many Guyanese for years to come. Now back to you, George.
Thanks, Esther. In this report, Wendell Jeffrey asked persons, what did 2017 mean to them?
Channel 2 Headline News took our cameras out and about, and we asked folks as we come to the end of the year to sum up in one word how they feel about their year and to explain why they chose that word. Some folks were reluctant, but many others took it in strides.
Beautiful.
Why?
Beautiful because I'm almost finished with UG. Yes, it's a beautiful feeling. This is my final year. Another thing is that I got married. Another blessings is that I acquire another business. And I'm looking forward to 2018 being an even more beautiful year.
Great. A lot of things that has happened this year that in 2016 I did not fathom that it may happen. I got married. That's on the top of the list. I went to Mexico. I enjoyed a home setting with my wife for not a full 12 months, but we celebrated a lot of things for the first time together. So it has been a great year for me.
Growth. I think I've grown in a lot of ways, educationally as well as professionally and career-wise, and I'm looking forward to more growth in 2018. But 2017, I definitely laid a lot of foundations, and I'm hoping to reap the benefits as life progresses.
Peace. One word I would use is peace. What I went through in 2017, I asked the Father to give me the health and strength to overcome what I went through and be a better person in 2018. And that's the one word I would use to sum up my 2017.
The year was awesome. There were so many challenges and a number of different learning experiences. that in spite of the challenges and the little difficulties that I would have experienced during 2017, it was still an awesome year for me.
Blessed. I would say 2017 was a blessed year because in spite of all the ups and the downs, the trials, the difficulties, etc., you know, God has spared my life to see the end thus far. And He has brought me through it all. And so I would say 2017 was a blessed year.
2017 was great for me. And the reason why I said great is because God had blessed me throughout 2017, whereby I had celebrated my 50th birthday. I also had the opportunity to work in the different communities where I'm from, Region 1, and save many lives, deliver many babies. So, to God be the glory.
One word that describes 2017 for me is the word rewarding. I say rewarding because the year has truly been a very rewarding year for me in terms of studies at the university, in terms of celebrating Adventism 130 years, in terms of my leadership experience and relationship with those whom I work with, and so it has been very rewarding.
Now, what's your one word, and why have you chosen that word? For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Still ahead, we have our regional news, our international news, and your 7-day weather forecast. Stay with us.
Season's greetings from Kisoul's Furniture Store.
For the best Creole food in town, come to Ridley's Restaurant. Taste our hot meals, fresh bread, and sweet pastries. Our spacious dining hall is free for all occasions. For reservations and more, call 226-2518 or 225-7245. We're open Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wrigley's Restaurant, located at 38 Robb Street, Laceytown, between King and Wellington Streets. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Ridley's Restaurant. Tasty and healthy eating.
Shop at John Lewis Styles in December and you could win one RCA tablet every day. Yes, every day. And that's not all. 4 persons will win $1 million to spend in the store. Just imagine, $1 million in clothing, shoes, and accessories. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. So shop now to win 1 tablet every day and $1 million to spend in the store. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's for dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
That time of year when you break out all the cool and fancy stuff to decorate your home. National Hardware Supercenter and Water Street locations got the ideal furniture collection for the dining and living rooms. Choose from these quality sofa sets and recliners to add that perfect holiday setting. Our stylish dining sets will add a unique touch of class to your decor. The quality and designs are unmatched. We add that extra feeling of Christmas with this choice of furniture in the mega holiday deals happening now at your Do It Best store's National Hardware.
Welcome back. And we now take a look at news from the region. In Belize, crime stats for the past 12 months indicate that there are equal numbers of homicides recorded between the year and 2016. That figure stands at 138 murders. As we wind down 2017, Commissioner of Police Alan Wiley breaks down major crimes by the numbers. Channel 5 Belize has more.
In terms of national crime statistics in regards to major crimes, it shows that at 18th December 2017, and compared to the same period in 2016, we have had 138 cases of murders reported currently, and in 2016 we also had 138 murders reported for the entire year. Rape, we've had 22 incidents recorded in 2017 versus 23 in 2016, so rape recorded are down by 1 incident, or 4.3%. Robbery, we've had 245 reports in 2017 versus 232, so it is up by 13 incidents, or 5.6%. Burglary, we've had 732 incidents reported versus 800 that was reported in 2016, so burglaries are down by 68 incidents, or 8.5%. Theft, we've had 732 incidents recorded in 2017 versus 857 recorded in 2016. So theft is down by 125 incidents, or by 14.6%. Unlawful sexual intercourse, we've had 55 cases reported in 2017 versus 87 cases recorded in 2016. So unlawful sexual intercourse cases are down by 32 incidents, or 36.8%. Cumulatively, the statistics shows that in 2017, a total of 1,924 major incidents were recorded, compared to 2,137 in 2016, a reduction of 213 incidents, or 10%, as of 18th December 2017. These figures are subject to change at year's end.
And internationally, in 2018, midterms elections will be held across the United States. All 435 seats of the U.S. House of Representatives and 50 of the 100 U.S. Senate seats are to be contested. The outcome could have a massive impact on the presidency of Donald Trump. Al Jazeera's Rob Reynolds reports from Los Angeles.
Donald Trump has a lower approval rating than any other president in modern times at this point in their first terms of office. And that's bad news for members of Congress in his own Republican Party as they face the November 2018 midterm elections.
It's very helpful to have a popular president at the top of the ticket, but with Donald Trump at this point with an approval rating in the low 30s, I'm not sure how much of a plus Donald Trump will be.
Dissatisfaction with Trump and the unpopularity of his tax cut legislation, which is seen to benefit the wealthy, has created a big enthusiasm gap between Republican and Democratic voters. That was vividly on display in recent elections when a Democrat won the Virginia governor's race, and even more so when Democrats turned out in large numbers to help the Democrat Doug Jones eke out a narrow win over accused child molester Roy Moore in the senatorial race in conservative Alabama. Democrats are fired up.
We saw some significant electoral movement, particularly among African Americans, a solid constituency for the Democratic Party, but we weren't sure that they would be enthusiastic in both of those contests. They were very enthusiastic. And the other group that we've been looking at in particular are white college graduates, many of whom seem very disenchanted with Donald Trump.
Many analysts believe Democrats have a good chance of taking control of the House of Representatives. Winning the Senate is more difficult for Democrats because many of them are defending seats in states which voted Republican last year. But even control of one house of Congress would allow Democrats to block Trump's legislative agenda for the rest of his term ending in 2020. Overshadowing the entire political scene is the investigation by special counsel Robert Mueller of Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential election. If Mueller is able to show collusion between the Trump campaign and the Kremlin, it would be a political bombshell and a disaster for the president and his party. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Los Angeles.
And now for your 7-day weather forecast. And that's the final installment of Channel 2 Headline News for 2017. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook and YouTube. You can also tune in 6:30 Sunday morning for a rebroadcast, and Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying, when it comes to news, you have many choices, but thank you for making us yours. Be blessed, and see you in 2018.